Hello everyone, and welcome back to Dutiful Future. We have a slightly different video here today. This is going to be representing different political ideologies in Civilization 5. And with me, I have my good friend and frontline key worker, he asked me to say that, Cameron Maguire. Cam, hello.
Thank you. It's an honour to be here with this union, and I'm excited to get stuck in.
Oh, you've already released the secret name for the fan base, the Union.
Oh, was a secret?
Oh, you've docked us too early. Anyway, so I've got a list of different political ideologies and different combinations of them that we are going to try and represent in Civ through what I am now scrolling to the next page. These wacky wheels of different ideologies and beliefs. And it will all make sense pretty soon. They affect how we play the game and what's going to happen. First of all, I am going to we're going to randomize who we're going to play as for our Civ. So I can choose from Brazil, the Hunnic, or Assyria. I'm going to play you as Brazil. Cam, you can choose from France, Rome, or Mongolia.
Ooh.
I'm going to be Brazil. I quite like Brazil in this game. Brazil are all about culture and friendliness.
I'm going to bring back the glory of
the glorious Rome. Here we are, Pedro II. Okay, great. Basically, as you can see here, I have 3 random wheels, which have various different political ideologies which will impact how we have to play the game. And then next to me, I have a list of about 100 different things which represent the different combinations of beliefs and cultures and ideologies. And it'll just be a weird and fun, wacky time, Cam. Isn't that right?
Oh, definitely.
Oh, I have many... Cam, you'll be glad to hear. I have crabs.
I mean,
I have lots of crabs.
I see it there. Innuendos already.
I'm going to move on turn 1, and I'm going to settle. Let's spin the wheel. So I'll do for me first. Basically, what there is first is our basic ideology. So we have capitalism, communism, technocracy, totalitarianism, democracy, and anarchism. And I've got... Cam. Welcome to the authoritarian empire of the Brazilian people. So I've got totalitarianism. How this works is every era through the game, so basically every major event, whatever, we will change ideologies and we'll spin the wheel again. So how totalitarianism is represented in the game is I have to put my empire on production focus, so we're all about building things, and I'm not allowed to do anything which basically gives my people happiness. I have to make sure that everyone is miserable at all times, but I'm allowed to build things, which is pretty nice. Cam, are you excited to see what you get in the wheel?
I'm more than excited.
Let's do it. I'm spinning it now. What are you hoping for?
Anarchism.
Okay. Who are you getting your Rome? The capitalist empire of Rome is born.
Wow, how unique.
How exciting. So, capitalism, Cam, is relatively self-explanatory. You have to put your civilization on gold focus. So you're all about money. You have to buy everything you can. Basically, anytime you can buy something, you basically need to buy something. You should be trying to work different tiles and build things which will give you money. So then we have the next wheel, which we're going to do in the beginning as well. This one decides our first policy. So in Civ, there are these different trees of policies. We have tradition, liberty, honor, and piety, which represent kind of how you'll play the game. And in this, I have traditional, liberal, theocratic, and militant, which will influence how your society will go. So for example, with me right now, I'm going to be a... I'm a militant totalitarian state.
Okay.
that makes sense. That makes sense. So now let me check my list here. What have I got as example? Oh yeah, so I'm basically I'm like the Soviet Union. I'm warlike, but I'm also basically a fascist. Nazi Germany, Soviet Union, famously super chill. The Brazilians are not very chill people. Let's see what you're gonna be. So the capitalist, you are... Oh, okay. You got militant capitalist.
A militant capitalist.
You're a militant capitalist society, which I've written down as basically colonialism.
Yeah, okay.
So you're like the British Empire, or you're like a military-industrial complex, like in America.
Yeah, I can work with that.
Yeah. So that's your thing. So basically, this means that when we can, both of us have to go into honor. That's where we have to put our cultural points.
Okay.
Which is a shame, I guess, because honor is definitely the worst one.
Especially they're making money, but it's fun.
You're like a mercantile state. For me, I'm just fascist. I'm just like murdering people.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of pillaging.
Oh god, there's gonna be. Oh no. Plus, you're Rome. Rome is quite a warlike civ. I'm Brazil. I'm meant to be like the most peaceful boy.
Well, not anymore, Hugh.
No, not anymore.
I found my first victim.
Oh. Oh no. Oh no, the mighty Roman Empire is going to claim its first blood.
Well, we've got Prague, but we've also got Morocco. So.
Oh, the Moroccan. So you're capitalist and military. So you're basically, you need to be more like, I guess, kind of like you need to act like you're doing a good thing, basically. You're kind of like bringing freedom to the world, I guess.
Yeah, well, I am bringing freedom to the world.
Where I'm kind of like
freedom and justice to my new empire.
I think I'm just gonna lean into being like the bad guy, basically.
I assume we're ignoring all technology unless it gives us better military units then.
I think that.
Or me money.
That's true. I think we should try and direct our policies into trying to be the civ that we are. But I am currently researching pottery, so. Ah, yes, that's perfect. For the sake of my warlike civilization, my people went into some ancient ruins and they discovered some bow and arrows and thought, wow, these are pretty cool. I am now ready to commit heinous acts of violence against.
From a distance.
From a safe distance. Because I'm military and I'm totalitarian, aren't I? So I want to avoid anything that gives me too much happiness, really. So I don't want to work these crabs too soon. I could make them into war crabs, though. we can have war crabs. I'm going to research archery.
Weaponize the crabs.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to weaponize...
You can infect the whole world. I found
my first policy. Into honor we go. So remember, when you get into the next era, that's when we change our base ideology. I think how it's going to work with the culture thing. So for example, which is with military or theocracy or whatever. Once you can open up the next tree, so if I've got the thing open right now, right? These ones here aren't open yet. So once these open, we will re-roll. Boom. The noble Brazilian Empire has taken its first blood. We've slain our enemies, and it has given us 8 culture. So
I found your marvelous city.
Oh, it's you! Hello, a Roman scout. Good day to you, sir. Our people work not out of the incentive for money, like you capitalists. We work for the glory of our nation and at the threat of death.
I'm start building my army and find that oil.
Oh, oh no! Oh, is Arabia in the game? Oh no! I can see your plan. I guess I need to start setting up satellite states.
That's true, you do actually.
That should be my thing.
I'm going straight for Prague.
Oh, oh my god, really? Holy shit!
They're sitting on some nice land.
They look very delicious. I might take Yerevan at some point. I'm totalitarian. I can use money, can't I? You know what? But since I'm militant, I think it's about. I'm only going to use money for troops.
Okay,
I can't use money on anything that would benefit my people.
Because that would be
ridiculous. That would be ridiculous. That would be disgusting. Why would I do that? I'm gonna buy an archer. Boom.
The struggles of a capitalist society, which is also incredibly militarized, is that you're on -2 gold per turn. You gotta.
See, surely, if you're going warlike, one of the biggest problems is you don't have loads of gold. But so capitalism would make sense to help that out.
We're gonna make our money back.
I think I've kind of gotten lucky here with the role of totalitarian. I think totalitarian is probably one of the best ones you can get in the early game. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, we might come to blows soon, Hugh.
I doubt that will happen.
Well, that's exactly what a scheming authoritarian would say.
Very true.
Okay, the invasion force of Prague is probably ready. Sometimes tough choices have to be made. We ignore local barbarians to go straight for our main target, up civilizations.
Your people can struggle and burn and die. However, Prague will be yours. I'm making my second city soon. I'm building a settler. You know what that means? More people to oppress. So that's good. More people that can be recruited into the army. More people to do war stuff. It's going to be great. My religion will give me more production if I build sea things as well. So we're going to be we're like a coastal production-y like war civ. I'm trying to think of like a real life example of like maybe like early Japan, like an authoritarian yet like we like fishing and shit. Is that a thing? Is that have I just made that up?
Yeah, we like fishing and shit.
We do
exactly.
That's Japanese history. We're authoritarian, but we also like fishing and shit. You know, we do two things. We do fishing and war.
And by God, do we do them well.
and gosh darn, are we not the best fishers and murderers around?
The best fisher warriors history has ever
It's like,
seen.
what's that movie, Waterworld? The English, well, that's basically who you're supposed to be modeled off of from like your design. You're like a murderous, like colonial power. Capitalist colonialism.
Very true. Maybe I should make friends with them.
Yeah,
or maybe,
guys...
maybe there's only room for one.
there can only be one
colonialism.
empire. Famously, the empires, the Dutch one, the French one, all that, they didn't really get along, did they?
No, not at all. Apart from when there was money in it.
That's true. Occasionally, they kind of put the differences aside to oppress people. You know, if there's one thing that two empires can get along with, it's murder. So all right. So now the downsides of totalitarianism are coming in place because I'm building things relatively quickly, but it's going to take my city 34 turns to grow. Let's have a little demographics update. You're the best on soldiers. But I'm the worst on soldiers. I need to build more soldiers. Cam, if you're going to fully lean into being a militant capitalist society, you have to abandon the concept of guilt, right? Read an Ayn Rand book, all right? Yeah? Guilt is good. Greed is good. Boom! My next city's been founded in a terrible spot. Once you take Prague, will the Roman Empire start knocking on the doors of Sao Paulo?
I'm not saying I'm going to have problems, but if you try and, get in my sphere of influence, with my...
Sphere of influence is my thing!
With my capitalist cities, we might have to go to war, but not really go to war, and just kind of stare at each other for a good couple of turns.
So we're gonna have a cold war. We're just gonna put like our top troops on the border and just look at each other like.
I don't play around.
Maybe I'll shoot down like a spy plane you have in my lands, and then we'll interrogate him.
The war may be cold, but I will bring the heat.
I know. You know what I need to. You know what I'm doing wrong, Cam, right now. I don't have enough workers. I don't have enough in quotation. I don't have enough voluntary workers in finger quotations.
Voluntary.
Yeah, voluntary. They get paid.
Why
not dying.
Can you explain how the system works?
They get paid in not dying. I'm also losing quite a lot of money.
How much?
I'm losing 5 gold a turn.
I see 5 and I raise you 6. Prague has fallen, and obviously, being capitalist, you have to create a puppet.
You start with a puppet, then you can you puppet for a bit.
Then you
install a democratic government.
If it doesn't earn me money, I don't particularly care.
Exactly. And if it doesn't oppress people, I don't care. Oh, my people are unhappy. No, what a shame. Oh no, I can't believe it.
That hasn't taken long. My people were actually remarkably happy, which is exactly how capitalist society should be functioning.
Oh, you know what you should do as well? If you get spare luxuries, you should trade them with other civilizations, but only for money. You shouldn't trade them for like, other luxuries, because that would just make your people happy, and who cares about that?
Yeah, that's very true. I need pure money.
Oh, I'm in the classical era. I've done it. Boom. Well then, it's time to re-roll. The Brazilian people have had enough of totalitarianism. There's a revolution going on right now. Let's see what the new government replaces them with. Ooh, the revolution has happened. The people are tired of a small group of elites governing and oppressing our people. We are now going to be governed by purely rationality and intelligence. We are now the technocratic society of Brazil. So how technocracy works is I'm only allowed to build things which my advisors tell me to. So if I open my thing right now, right, I have different types of advisors. I can only build what they want me to build. And I have to build whatever like the most thing. So there's like if 2 of them tell me to do one thing, I have to do it. I put all my cities on default focus. I'm still militant, so we are warlike. However, we also think that that only experts should govern what we do. So that is how we are going to run our society. No, we're not anti-capitalist anymore. As long as it's efficient and our experts tell us to do it, we love it.
Yeah, works for me.
Yeah, boom. So now I can actually fix my unhappiness problem, which is kind of nice. Well, if the AI tells me to, I guess.
Yeah, 7 turns till I am no longer capitalist.
That's sad. That's sad.
It's the end of an era.
It's literally an end of an era. Your capitalist era, where all you did was lose gold and murder someone.
Well, I mean, might have been the most financially successful, but in terms of big business, we've accrued a whole new city to conglomerate. So
that's true. That is true.
You also can't ignore the fact that I've now realistically probably built a huge prison industrial complex with all my
private prison industrial complex.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
It's private prisons. That's so.
We gotta make money off it.
So who do I want? I can either build a settler or I can build a granary. The problem is now I can't build any soldiers because it's not telling me to.
Yeah, that's a problem for you.
But I want to build up an army, but I literally can't. What am I now? I'm a militant technocratic society. I think that can kind of be like it's almost, could you compare it to like feudalism, where it's like I'm like the king, but I basically just do what my advisors tell me to. Where I have people running like different bits, and I just do what they say, and I kind of stay out of their way.
It's like the monarchy at the moment. Okay, I finished maths,
okay.
So give me a reroll.
Right, all right, then let's do it. So right now you are capitalist. I'm gonna re-roll it. See what we get. So you're a militant capitalist society.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. So Cam, there was an uprising in your empire. People were tired
of give it to me straight.
Of it being run by corporations, and now the people have enforced democracy upon your lands.
Shit.
So I'm not gonna lie, I haven't really figured out how to do democracy in this.
Yeah, I was wondering that since you said it. Sounds like technocracy.
It kind of is. However, how we're gonna do it is, how many workers do you have?
2 at the moment.
So I think what you should do is, for democracy, you should automate them, so they're more free in what they do. And then basically, what we're gonna do is, Cam, anytime you want to build something or like make a big decision,
yep.
Us two are gonna vote on it.
What?
And then, so basically, if you want to do something, you say, Cam, Hugh, I want to build this. We'll vote on it, and if we can't decide, we flip a coin, basically, like in the general elections. That's democracy.
So you want to do democracy with 2 people?
Do you have anyone else, Cam, you want to ask?
And we flip a coin.
Yeah, if we disagree. If you make a good enough case, this is the battle place of ideas, Cam, right? If you can sell what you want to do to me, maybe it'll happen.
Hugh, if possible, I would like to research masonry.
Why do you want to research masonry, Cam?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Go on, sell it to the people. I am your people.
Because the pyramids do be looking mighty fine, though.
You can only build those near Liberty.
The mausoleum of Halicarnassus do be looking mighty fine, though.
You know what? The people love the mausoleum of Halicarnassus, Cam. We vote that you build research masonry. This is amazing.
I'm glad your people. Happy.
I am just the physical embodiment of your people. Ha! Hello, Archer.
Who are you talking to?
You. With your army. Are you gonna come invade me, Cam?
No. I'm gonna ask you if you want to be invaded.
I don't know. Oh no.
I'm gonna have to put this to a vote.
Oh my god.
Okay, so should I invade?
No.
Okay, Rome votes yes. So
heads or tails? I have a coin. Heads or tails?
Tails.
It's heads.
I don't like democracy.
You can try it next turn, to be fair. You can do it every turn.
Yeah, true.
So I have but the thing is, since I'm not at war, my empire won't let me build soldiers.
Yeah, this is kind of... The failings of my system are kind of offset by the bigger failings of...
By the even bigger failings of mine. Because it literally won't let me build soldiers.
Hugh, can I invade you? I haven't asked that yet this turn, so...
No.
I vote yes. Flip that coin.
Heads or tails?
Tails. Tails never fails.
No, it's Tails!
And so it begins.
Oh no.
Now we're on sequential turns. Now.
Oh no, we're on sequential turns. I still can't build any troops. Fuck's sake. Why would you do this, Cam? There was I can't remember who it was. There's a political theorist who basically says no one ever votes for war. It's like a liberal theory.
Well, he was wrong.
Which is why, like, the argument is like, no one votes for war, so that's why democracy is good. But it's wrong.
Well,
Let's very democracy. I struggle to think of one. Like, I guess kind of like America.
You're probably going to say no. Can I build a ballista?
No. That's not for the glory of the people.
I say. You know what? I say no too.
Oh, democracy works. I think I described so I kind of got like a tribe, like so some Native American tribes, right, were democratically elected. They would elect their chiefs. So I guess at this point in the game, you could say that you're kind of like a tribal empire, because you're a democratic warlike state. It still won't let me build any soldiers. It'll let me build the terracotta army in 20 turns, but it won't let me build any soldiers. No, my people are all gonna die. Oh, and we're miserable. Everything sucks. Oh my god. Okay, I've had my turn. I'm losing gold again. Was that your whole army? Was that all you had?
No.
Have you got more coming?
Maybe.
If the people say I do.
It depends what the great nation wants. I'm gonna be honest. This democracy is really hindering me.
Yeah, but in fairness, I'm also being hindered by shitty technocracy. Technocracy's okay, but not when you're at war, because the AI would just be like, you don't need to build soldiers, you're fine, you've got like 4. Can you build a chariot archer? I'm going to say no.
Okay, I'm going to say yes.
Heads or tails?
I'm going to go tails, because tails never fails.
It's tails, no! And what can I build? I still can't build any soldiers. It wants me to build a fucking circus. We're getting invaded.
Your people are pretty unhappy.
No, not anymore. Now we're neutral.
I imagine they'd be more unhappy if they no longer existed.
Exactly. Would you rather have a circus or be alive?
I hate having everything automated. I hate democracy.
Cam Maguire, I hate democracy. Because now we're both at war, like our tech's gonna be so slow, it's gonna take ages to get into a next era.
Should we make peace?
Let's do it.
I have to be honest. I think I'm very glad I don't live in a democratic society where other countries have half the say.
That is really
dumb.
I'm sorry. For some reason, being in this war is kind of like solves my problems. I'm not losing money anymore. My people are neutral on happiness. They're not like miserable, which is kind of cool. And also part of technocracy is my workers if my civ's telling me to build anything anywhere, I have to go do it. So I have one worker in like a different city, and it's telling me to go walk back to my capital to go build a mine on some iron. So that's what I'm doing, which is going to waste 4 turns of building. But hey, if my advisors tell me to, why would they be wrong? I can't build any more cities. Technocracy is very limiting. I like how democracy boils down to you just going, Q, can I please build this? And I go, yes. Oh, it's so dumb.
I finished guilds.
So you can re-roll then.
Yep, give me a new.
All right, are you ready, Cam? The people are tired of democracy. They're bored of constantly having another empire make decisions for them. That's
exactly what democracy means.
Oh, and now instead of having another government decide what they do, they've chosen to have their own government control everything. Welcome to the era of totalitarianism.
Yes, just what.
So how this works, Cam, is you have to put all of your cities on production focus. Okay. You need to have as much control as you can. So tell your unautomate your workers, and have them build like mines and stuff. You can't build anything for happiness.
Okay.
So right now you're now basically me at the beginning of the game. You're a militarized totalitarian state.
Prague has been annexed.
And you've taken Prague. Do you have another? Yeah, so you're basically like Soviet Russia. Basically, you're like a warlike totalitarian state.
Fine, I can now militarize myself again.
Perfect. My advice aren't too bad. The biggest problem is I can't build. It will never let me build soldiers, which is really annoying because I really want to build soldiers. Because I'm honor and I want to use the honor. I was going to invade Yerevan, but I literally have no troops. I'm I'm the best at manufactured goods. That's my totalitarian roots, and I'm the worst at approval. So this should be you, Cam.
I mean, I think authoritarian doesn't mean actively making your people unhappy. It just means not caring if they're unhappy or not.
I guess that makes sense. That makes sense.
So I'm not going to go destroy all their farms.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that. But you are a bit oppressive. Remember that.
Oh yeah.
Well, 2 advisors. I want to do philosophy because then I can get my national college, but it wants me 2 advisors if I can do drama and poetry, so I have to do drama and poetry. Okay, I've rolled. Yes! Let's go! The Brazilian people are tired of governments. It's time for anarchy.
The best type of government is no government.
So the way that I'm representing anarchy is I have a random number generator here. And every decision I make, I will be doing randomly. So anytime I want to build something, I will just put how many things I can. Sorry, I can do it right now. So I've got 25 things. So I have to put this on 25. Generate. My capital is building the 9th thing on the list. Spearmen. I have to automate my workers. So I am a militarily anarchical state. Oh, so I've got one for this. An interesting one. National anarchism. So like you're nationalist, but you're also anarchist. One of the biggest critiques actually of anarchism is like how would it defend itself against other states if there's like not a state. So basically we're national anarchism. So we're nationalists, and we love our home country, and we're very defensive of it, but we also chaos.
Farm equals production. Production equals good.
Yes, production good, people bad. And I'll just do that. 23.
Ah, finally my people were unhappy.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17,
Glory
18,
of the empire has begun.
21, 22, 23, okay. It's gonna take so long. I have to randomize my tech. 1. I'm going for philosophy. Let's go. That's what I wanted. 1 out of 3. Let's go. I'm randomizing where my trade route goes. 2. It's going to Wittenberg. Oh, good. Okay, I can do my next policy thing. So we go to the next wacky wheel, which includes, on top of the initial ones, like tradition and liberal and theocratic, there's also globalism, capitalism, brackets, but again, culture, which is obviously aesthetics. I'm rolling it now, see what my next policy is going to be. Cultural. So then, the Brazilian people are going through a cultural enlightenment. So I'm now putting points into aesthetics. So I am a militarily anarchical... I need to culture-loving empire. I'll take that. I kind of like that. That's a bit wacky. Yeah. To randomize my tech again. Let's go. 3. 1, 2, 3. Civil service. Oh, you settled Khmer. Hello. Okay. How's totalitarianism going for you? Like, what are the stats looking like?
I'm on 6 unhappiness.
Okay, that's a lot. All right, let's roll the dice. 12.
I've decided to build my own Great Wall of China.
This is 12, isn't it? Another pikeman. Oh my god, I have so many... What, you should build a wall? Oh, out of force. That's funny. I don't want to attack you. I want to attack Yerevan, though.
Well, you're not going to do it from my land.
No, of course not. Do I declare war on Cam?
It is a shame that you cannot...
yes.
It is a shame that you cannot invade a poor, lonely city-state.
It does. It really is, isn't it? I'm just going to flip it like every turn, basically, and eventually it'll be like, sure, go for it. I was like, nowhere I can go, really. It sucks. Do I declare war on Cam? Heads for yes. It's tails.
Ooh. You're lucky.
I know, I'm very lucky, aren't I?
You would have got a big old can of whoop ass.
Really? What are your soldiers? How many do you have? You're not the most.
Did you attack me?
Yes. Remember when I randomly rolled it? It said yes attack, not no attack.
You asked if you told me these things.
I'm not actually joking. You did tell me yes to attack. I don't have much of an army, so I'm probably gonna die. But hey, yeah. I lean into the randomness, right? Heart of the cards. Okay, that's it. My turn. I have nothing I can do. Oh, why did the people tell me to go to war?
You decided that you want to go.
I didn't decide. I rolled the dice.
Yeah, but you're the one who suggested rolling dice in the first place.
Hey, I literally did it every turn. I have to random this again, see what I can build. It's about probably 23, I reckon. Random number generator 23. 4. That's a soldier, surely. 1, 2, 3. No, it's not. It's a cargo ship. 1 out of 3. See what research I'm going. Hopefully I get chivalry, which is the war one. Free. 1, 2, 3. Chivalry. Yes. Okay, cool.
Crossbows are quite good.
They are very good, yeah. I managed to luck my way into taking towards them. But I'm not going to be able to build more than this one. Anarchism's a bad one to go to war with, I'm not going to lie. Because they're giving me a load of pikemen, and then now I'm building a caravanserai, which is terrible, the Oracle, and a cargo ship. Murdering all my boys. My poor, sweet, innocent boys. They never did anything wrong. This is just their choices in life, because there are no restrictive hierarchical structures to hold them down.
No, it's completely down to chance.
It just so happens that my people love war. Every turn. Oh, one of your men's died. Oh no, he just was near me. See, that's the thing. When you're at war, Totalitarian is like the best one because you have loads of production, so you can just churn out units. Yes, I took one of your legions.
How? How is that
murdering
possible?
him. I'm building another worker.
With less units.
Yeah, but they're good. They're strong units. They have
I'm saying you had less units than you did the turn before.
Oh right, yeah.
Somehow.
I also have a religion. I have to randomize what I believe though. So first of all, we have global burial. +1 global happening every 2 cities following this religion. That sucks. And that is 7. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Amphitheater 5 +1 faithful city with 3 followers. That is like the worst one. And I'm gonna call the religion Chaos.
The thing is, I'm quite confident I can wear you down.
Seriously? Oh, but Crab Piece can.
But crab is nice for my happiness, but I'm not supposed to be about happiness.
It's true, but you're also, you're just trading things. Do you want gold? I can give you gold. Do you want iron? That's perfect. You want iron?
Oh yeah, I'll send you a piece, Tracy.
Oh, it's a change deal. Okay, let me have a look. Oh my god, and you'll give me gems. The normal price for it is like 7 gold a turn. Can I change that?
6 gold per turn with 25 turns. Which only equals 150 gold. And I want 400.
You want 400? I'll give you 300. How's that?
Okay, I can fuck with that.
I'm fine with you exploiting me a little bit.
I'm just trying to be true. I'm just trying to be true to myself.
Exactly. I respect that. I respect that you're playing to your civ strengths. You're a strong people. We're anarchists. We don't really care about that sort of stuff. Go for it, buddy. I can't believe we both got militants in the beginning. This just so quickly derailed the game. So I was like, all right, fine. We're both going to war. I think what we've learned from this is that a militant anarchist society is not a great idea. I think war does require some sense of centralized power to build some things. However, it could have been worse.
True, it could have been.
The war is over. Glorious gems that my people shall receive.
I made sure to buy up the land.
Oh,
with the money you gave me.
Oh, smart.
So that way you can take my forts.
That would have been funny if I straight up bought your forts.
The pride and joy of any authoritarian society.
Is its forts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Workboat. That's good. I want a workboat. So far, it's been a pretty eventful game. We've had 2 wars. We've been, I went from totalitarian to technocrat to just straight up anarchy, which is pretty fun. I'm enjoying anarchy. You used to be capitalist. You used to be capitalist, but you're not anymore, I guess. You have a very complex history. That wraps up part 1 of representing different political ideologies in Civilization 5. It was a very different type of video I normally would make on this channel. It was a lot of fun to make and edit, so if you enjoyed it, please give it a like, a subscribe, maybe comment down below any ideologies you want to see represented or other ideas that we could try, and or any examples that we potentially missed when trying to describe these random combinations of beliefs that we managed to form. And yeah, if you want to see more, you want to see the part 2 and the conclusion of this epic saga, throw a like, throw a comment. Subscribe to the channel, that would all be amazing. Thanks so much for watching.